Minnesota Vikings. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken from about the 12.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener. And they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Mahomes going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
man who missed all of 2021. This is J.K. Dobbins. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing, Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Devontae Wyatt, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones, he's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team in defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left goes Green. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And take it right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this being a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch can be made cleanly.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Vikings! Eric Saubert, 34 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to get their next drive underway. They'll work to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Jones, throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Jones on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And now off to the races down the right side. take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On a return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, you finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Jones. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what the... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked out by Jordan Poyer. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Graham. He will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 51 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Now Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Jones throwing to start the drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Now, Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll go again with Dobbins. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Sly able to put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Woods the receiver in motion right. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out their Charles in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Man, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it's 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
43! 43! 57, 57, 57.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Packers 21. Jody Sly set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across field. 22 yards there, first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. On second down, here's Mahomes. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Pinheiro is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Out of of the gun. Eckler running it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Eckler. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Green brings it in.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Attack, attack!
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Packers 28. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. It's Eckler again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
Now this was not